makeup tutorial. First of all, I want to say I've not been on for a while. I want to just say I'm sorry, but I've not been feeling quite well. And if you take a look at my face, you'll still know that I'm not feeling quite well. But I just want to come on here and do a quick makeup for you guys. So I already have my face prep. I'll just go in with the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Foundation, this one. So what I'm doing now is I'm just using my finger to blend that. So I'm just using my finger to blend that before I'll go in with a sponge. So if you don't have a brush, you can just go in with your sponge, but your fingers do a great job blending your foundation, like blending your product. You know, your finger, the warmth of your body helps to blend in that product, okay? So don't be afraid to use your fingers when you're doing your makeup. So I'll go ahead and add a little bit. So after I'm satisfied with the amount of after Now satisfied with the amount of product, I'm going to take my sponge. I'm just squeezing it just to make sure that I get rid of any water that was on the sponge, because we want the sponge to be done. So I'll just take the sponge and start blending. So after doing that, I'll go ahead and apply my concealer. I'll be using the Morphe concealer in the shade C4.5. I'm just going to apply a little bit under my eye. Then I'll go in with the NYX concealer in the shade Mahogany. Now after applying that, I'm going to go in with my contour. I'll be using the contour stick from Juvia's Place in the shade Katsina. Then with a brush, I'm just going to take a small brush like this, grab the product, then apply that on the areas where I want to contour. You want to apply that on to bring shadow back onto your face. So you're going to apply it on the areas where you see me applying. I'm just like using the brush to blend at the same time, okay? I'm just blending it at the same time. Sorry about that. Like I'm cold. Like I've been long without doing my coming on live. Now the algorithm don't know what to do is to send this to people. But I'll just do this and leave it on my channel for anyone that is interested. You can watch it anytime. So at the front, you want to make hairline strokes. I was explaining it, but I didn't. I was explaining it, but I didn't take note that my mic was off. Hi, welcome to my live. So you want to make sure that your pencil is sharp. You want to use a spoolie to brush your brow hair upwards. Then use your pencil at the front of it to draw hair-like strokes. Like that is what I did at the front here. I know it's self-explanatory, but you just need to explain it more. Then after you do your hair-like strokes at the front, now you want to make sure that you draw a tiny line following your natural brow line. You want to follow your natural brow line. Don't make extra lines, okay? Just follow your natural brow lines like that. Then at the top, you want to start like halfway to the front and draw it to where your brows start curving. You can see this is where my brows start curving. You want to draw it there. Then when you get there, you want to tilt the pencil a little bit and bring it down. Please guys, like and help me to share the live. Then you want to go ahead and fill it. Okay, I'm going to leave it for now while I draw this other side. You want to follow your natural brow line. And whatever mistake you do when you're drawing your brows, don't be alarming. Don't get alarmed. Don't worry, because you can always go ahead and use the concealer to adjust it. So I just went ahead and filled the part in. I'm going to fill this one. Okay, this is what the brows are looking like. They're not looking that good for me to me. I'll use the spoolie again and just brush it up. Okay. Then before we continue doing the brows, you see that the concealer I apply under my eyes have been sitting there for a while now. So before I conceal my brows, I'll go ahead and blend that out. And what I'm doing is just tapping. When you leave your concealer sit for a while, it gives you a very full coverage. So you want to always make sure that you leave your concealer to sit for a while before you blend it. So whatever is left on the brush, I'll just use that to cross contour, to reverse contour. Sorry. Then I'll grab a sponge. You want to, if you have a sponge that is this sharp, is better. Okay. Then you want to just use that to blend by tapping. So I need my under eyes to be a little bit brighter. I'm going to take a little bit of the Elegant Pro Concealer in the shade cold tea. Is it cold tea or cold tan? You just need a little bit. That's actually the area where I want to brighten. Hi, welcome to my live. So now I'm just tapping that. I just want this inner corner to be brightened. So I'm just preparing my setting powder. I'm using the FHD powder. Now, when you want to set, you want to make sure that immediately you blend, you go in and set out once, okay? Now, after blending, I'll just take my powder, just a bit, and set it. Now, I'm also just tapping that in. I blend the other side. After blending, I go in immediately with my powder and set by tapping. So now I'm just going to grab the brush I used to blend the foundation. Just tap that where I apply the contour. We want to blend that so it does not have, it's not too dark. Then you also get rid of any harsh lines that we have between the contour and the concealer. You don't want lines on your face, so you want to make sure that you get rid of that. That's why I'm using the foundation sponge, the sponge I use for the foundation, to do that. Okay, this is what it's looking like right now. Now I'm just going to pick some powder with a sponge, with a brush, and deposit it here. I'm not going to dust it out or blend it. This is because I'll go ahead now and do my eyes. So in case they are fall out, it'll be easy to dust it off. Now I'm going to take my concealer with a flat brush. You want to get a flat brush like this. If you don't have a flat brush like this, you want to get a brush, this type of brush. This one is a little bit big, right? You want to apply some lash glue on it, then you squeeze it like this, you press it and let it dry before you go in and use it. Don't use it while it's wet. So you want to just press like that and get it as flat as possible. So I'll take my concealer. I want to take the product, then use it to conceal my brows. In this part, you want to go slow, okay? You want to really go slow. So I'm going to do the same thing at on the other side. You go slow.
Mama,
Uh,
did you get
so with your concealer, you want to really use it to shape your brow. If you make any mistake while drawing the brow, the concealer will help you to shape it So that's why when it comes to applying your concealer, you don't need to be in a hurry. You need to go slow, because that's with the concealer is going to show the shape of the brow. The concealer brings out the shape of the brow. So when you are doing that, you need to go slow. Okay, now I'm just going to use my blending brush, the brush I use in blending the concealer, to blend that whatever is left on my blend that big sorry, to blend that down onto my eyelid. Hi, welcome to my life. Thank you for joining me. So I'm just blending everything to make sure that it's nice and smooth. Yeah, I do live makeup, like real time live makeup. This is how makeup will look on your face. No editing, no filter, nothing, nothing. So if you like content like this, you want to stick with me and learn how to do your makeup. Okay, now at the top, so at the top, I'll take a little bit of the product. You can go in at the top with your foundation. But since the concealer I'm using is like the same shade with my skin, that's why I'm using the concealer. If not, I'll use the foundation so it blends easily. So I'll just take the product. What I'll do is just kind of, just a little bit. So I'll do the same thing on the other side. Like you want to really take your time. So whatever is left on the brush, I'll just pin that at the front. Then I'm going to take the brush to blend. We don't want this to be too obvious, okay? So that's why I'm blending it. That's why sometimes if you make it a perfect line at the top, sometimes you don't even need to conceal the top of the brow. When if it's looking neat, you don't necessarily have to conceal it. Now I'll go in with this the spoolie and just brush everything up. I think it's looking good. So I'm using the Juvia's Place concealer as a base for my eyeshadow. What I'm doing now is just tapping that concealer onto my eyelid. Okay, I'm going to take the sponge I use in blending the concealer under my eyes to just blend this. We don't want it to be wet while we go in with our shadows. So we want to just make sure that that is well blended out. Then I'm going to use a bronzer to set that up first. I'm going to use this bronzer, is from Makeup Revolution. I'll just pick a fluffy brush like this. Take the bronzer, then I'm going to set the top part of this. I'm not going to set the entire eyelid. You can also use a light brown eyeshadow to do that. So I'm just going in back and forth, just making sure that I get it dark enough. Okay. Okay, I get that's it. That is enough. Now I'm going to take the Juvia's Place by Warrior palette. Uh, the Juvia's Place, the Warrior 2 palette, this one. I'll use this light brown shade. I'm still going in with the same brush. One is darkened, but not too dark to be brown, dark brown, and not too light either. Now I'm going to take this shade. That will be the darkest shade I'll use. But I'm going to use a smaller brush to apply that. A smaller brush like this. I'll pick the shade. Then a little bit on my crease area. That's where I'm going to apply that. So you want to just keep going in with the shade, slowly taking a little bit of a product at a time until you're satisfied with the shade. Then you can go to the next one. You don't want to pick a lot of it on the first start, then you'll not be able to manage it later. So you want to go in slowly. And you can see I'm getting it darker and darker, but slowly. I have a runny nose, guys. I have a runny nose. So when it comes to makeup, you want to take your time. Like I always say, makeup is not a race. You want to take your time, go slow, take a little bit product at a time, blend, take another, blend until you're satisfied. I wanted to do content with this. So I'm going to take the big brush again and go back into the shade.
Mama,
Mm-hmm.
my first day.
Okay, I used a makeup balm. You can also use Vaseline. Because I'll be using a white base, that's why I'll go ahead and clean the lid so the brown underneath will not show on the white. So what I'm doing now, I'm just applying the balm on my lid. You can also use Vaseline. You can also use Vaseline for that, or a makeup wipe, a Q-tip with a micellar water. So after doing that, I'll take a makeup wipe. If you have nails on, it's very good to do it. If you don't have, you can use maybe a flat brush like this one to help you clean that up. So I have false nails, so I'm just going to use that to help me clean it up.
Uh, I'm putting new corazones.
Mm.
Look, look, look. Look, Mama. Mama, look. Oh, I. You go now. Mama. Ah, there you go.
Yeah, why did you touch it?
How did you put corazones?
So after I do that, I'm going to take the white base.
This is. Can I play with the pen?
No, I'm going to take the white base. Just put some at the back of my hand, and I'll work with it from there. Oh my god, this thing was open.
Which
It
one?
was open.
This is the pink.
Ariana, cállate. ¿Vale? So I'm going to use this brush to carve out the crease. Yo no te quiero ver aquí dentro. After I do that, I'll just take a flat brush and fill this entire part. I'm just making sure that that crease line is straight. You can see how the white is absorbing the brown. That's why I said if you want to use a white base, try and clean it up. If not, whatever is underneath it is going to soak that out and you'll not see the white. Hi, welcome to my life. So I'll be using the Morphe Sweet Oasis palette. Then I'll be using this light shades here, kind of a sky blue. So you want to make sure that there are no creases before you start going in with the shadows.
Mama. Mama,
Okay.
look. Look
See,
like
see, Ariana, Betty. So I'm going to grab this sky blue. I'm just tapping that. We don't want to do this because the white under is still wet, so you don't want to go and start blending. It's going to drag that product. So you want to tap and apply it. I actually went ahead and changed the palette. I'm using the Warrior 3 palette, this one, because the blue in the Oasis palette is not sky blue. I needed sky blue for this. I'm just going all in because I'm going to arrange this corner later. So after doing that, I'm going to take, in the Oasis palette, I'm going to take this a baby pink shade. I'm going to use a big fluffy brush like this. I'm going to take this shade and apply that in here. So what I'm doing is applying it at the line so it blends with the blue. Just tap that on top of the line with the blue ended. Then I'll go in with the brush I use for the blue. Now to make sure that they both blend into each other nicely. Okay, like that. Because what we need is to get like a gradient, like one shade blending into the other one, not two lines of the shades. I'm only using the brush for the green. I'm not adding any more products. I'm just using the brush that I usually apply in the sky blue. You know, the sky blue is darker than the baby pink, so if I go in with more product, it's going to cover it up. That's why I'm just going with the brush without adding any more product on it. Then when you're walking, you want to be checking if your walk is if they are the same, and you adjust it. So I'm taking this pink shade that is in here to just intensify the baby pink a little bit. Okay, now that I'm through with that, I'm going to take the brush I use for the concealer. I'll grab a little bit of concealer. I'm taking this one. No, I think I'll take one that is close to my skin shade. So I'll just take the concealer to clean the corners. So I'll go ahead and apply my bronzer. The bronzer, you want to apply it on the areas where you apply the contour. So you want to use it to set that up and to just warm up your face. Sorry. So with a smaller brush, I'll apply the bronzer on my nose. Then I'll take another brush, an angle brush like this, and apply blush. So the blush I'm using will be this one from Juvia's Place. I'm going to take this shade. Like I'm pressing it in. So I'll go ahead and drop my lash now. So now I'll just press my natural lash with the false lashes. For my highlight, I'm going to take a small brush, pick up the highlight. This is just to apply this on the nose. You can also use your fingers to do that. I'll take a little bit with a small brush and apply that on my brow bone, just to highlight the area. Now with a big fluffy brush like this, I'll not apply any product. Now I'm just going to buff my face. So I'll go in with the Evolution Matte Setting Spray and set my face. You want to blow dry this, or you let it dry on its own. Like after you set, you don't want to touch your face because you don't want to move that product. Still have run out of batteries. So I'll just blow that down, blow dry it. At this point, you want to avoid touching your face, as I said, because since it's still wet, it can easily move your makeup. So you don't want to touch anything. Just try to blow it until it's totally dry. Before, if there's anything that you want to touch, you can touch then. But right now, we're just going to let that dry. Just making sure that my brow is on point. So now I'm going to go over to my lips. So I'm going to be using a small brush. First of all, I'll go into this shade. I'll use that to line my lips. So I'll go into a darker, this shade, this one here. Okay, now I'll use this light pink shade. Okay, guys, this is what we are looking like right now. Tell me what you think about this in the comment section. I want to thank all of you that have been here today. Thank you so much. I know I've not been on for a while, and like most of you have not received my notification, but thank you anyway still for those who were able to come on this live, and for those who are going to watch this on my channel. I want to thank all of you. I really appreciate you guys. Like without you guys or effort, all my effort will be wasted. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next live video. Bye bye. I know I'll always come here to do live makeup for you guys, so you see how makeup is in real life. It's not after editing everything and smoothing it and bring the tutorial for you guys to see, and you not know exactly how makeup looks like in real life. This is what it looks like. This is what makeup looks like on the skin. Okay, here you have, there's no editing, there's no filter, there's nothing. You can see that it's only the changes of the light. So this is how it looks like in real life. So when you're doing your makeup, don't compare your makeup with anyone you see online, because most of the time the makeup we see online are well edited with a lot of filters on them. That's why I always come here to show you the real life thing. Anyways, thank you. That was it for today. I'll see you in the next live video. I'll try as much as possible to be consistent. I hope this all this that's going on right now let go. Like, I hope I get better very soon, but I'll try to come, even if it means twice or thrice a week. I'll come and just say hi to you guys, and we do makeup together. Thank you so much.